Welcome to another episode of Stories from the Edge of Life. We have another special guest today, Mr. Othman El Khouss, all the way from Morocco. Welcome.
Hello.
Uh,
Hi, Parag.
hello. Thanks for joining our channel today. Would you mind introducing yourself to our audience?
I am Othman El Khouss. I am really honored to be with you here today. I am from Morocco and I play Guembri and guitar, piano, a little bit drums. I produce music, I compose, and I have other projects with some bands. And I used to teach a little bit music too. And I'm really happy to be with you here.
The honor and the pleasure is all ours. Thank you. I am Parag Bharadwaj. I'm a hospice and palliative medicine physician in the US. So, tell us about your musical journey. You seem to be a man of many talents, not just the Guembri, but you play a lot of other instruments. When did you when did your interest in music first start?
I started as a child loving the classical music and piano. So I did some music theory and played some classical music, and then I fell in love with rock. So I went to guitar. But in the end, when I heard traditional music of Morocco and of all the countries of the world, it was like that's the best music ever. And then I'm now trying to learn traditional instruments and traditional scales of music, and that's trying to make music and sometimes fusion with modern music and stuff like that.
That is great. Now, when you talk about traditional music, you play the Guembri. Is that a traditional Moroccan instrument?
That's the traditional Moroccan instruments. It's some people say it's 500 years old, some people say it's 300. Some people say it's the first bass because it's bassy. It's not like it's like a traditional bass, and it has rhythm too. It's percussive too. You can play the bass, and at the same time, with your fingers, you play the rhythm in the skin.
Fascinating. So, you mentioned there are other traditional Moroccan instruments as well. What particularly attracted you to the Guembri?
That combination between the playing melody and the playing the percussion at the same time, that was like amazing experience to hear it. Like just one guy playing both things and playing solos with just one instrument. That was amazing. And also the melodies, they they give they take you into a trance somehow. Like it's so amazing. I never heard something like that. And some people use the music of Guembri as healing music. They come to the performer, they arrange a night for like 6 hours or like 7 hours of just playing Guembri and other percussions, and they go into trances for healing.
I did not know that, so thank you for sharing that. Now, do you remember the first time you heard the Guembri?
First time I heard Guembri probably 6 years ago. Yeah. I was fascinated by it. I just fell in love with it quickly. I was searching a Guembri to buy. I was searching someone to teach me the Guembri. And thankfully I found someone who really teaches me that.
So it's since it's a traditional instrument, traditional music, uh, nowadays it's a lot of other mainstream types of music. So was it difficult for you to find a teacher?
It was difficult in my city because my city, uh, there's like one or two people who play the Guembri, which you can't even find them in social media. You don't know. It was just a coincidence going to some events and then finding them.
That is, it reminds me of the saying, if you seek, you will find,
That's true.
right? So tell us a little bit more about the Gimbri. How many strings does it have?
Guembri has three strings, and the it's not like guitar. Like the first string is bassy, and no, the first string is high note, and then the last string is bass note. This one has two strings, and in the middle, that's the high note. Like three strings, and the middle string is the higher note. So it's difficult to, when you play and you're a guitarist, you think that the third string is the higher note, but it's actually the middle. So, and the strings are, they really sound really good when you play them.
I've heard it. I've heard you playing the Gimbri, and it's amazing. Uh,
Thank you.
Sounds like a magical instrument, and it also sounds like you have magic in your fingers. Right.
Thank you so much.
So it sounds like it's not as simple as it looks. For somebody like me, who doesn't know anything about music, three strings should be easier, but
It
it
should be
sounds like,
easier.
yeah, yeah, but it's also like you explained, it's the middle string has the higher note, so you have to bounce between the different strings to produce the right sound and the right melody.
Yeah, it is a hard instrument, especially the percussive part about it. Like you can learn the notes because mainly the Guembri you can play just two scales or three. But when you introduce the percussive part about it, that's really hard. You have to use your mind really, like, I don't know, like hard. It's complex.
So is it like being a drummer and a guitarist at the same time?
It is like that, yeah.
All right, great. So where do you think you are in your expertise with the Cambry? When I watch your videos, you make it seem so simple. Clearly, it's not. So do you think you are, at the expert stage, or how much more learning do you think you have to accomplish?
I think I still have so much learning to do and so much understanding the instrument to do over the years in the future because I don't feel like quite I'm there. Like there are many things that can be done that I still cannot do it in the instrument.
Got it. Now you do go around playing in concerts. You have your own band as well.
Yeah,
Would you mind sharing the name of your band?
the band is called Khamisa.
Got it. And is it traditional Moroccan, or what kind of music does the band pursue?
The band plays traditional Moroccan music mixed with rock.
Great. And so I see you also go and perform various venues. I was following you, and you recently performed at a big music festival, I believe.
Yeah, we performed at a Boulevard. That's a big venue in Morocco. We were really happy to play there.
Great. So hopefully someday I'll be able to buy tickets and watch your music performance live. Uh, so it seems like very interesting the note that you shared, that you find it to the music to have therapeutic value. People go into a trance. What experience do you go through when you play the instrument?
When I play the instrument, uh, I just go with the trance, with the notes. I just imagine the notes a little bit, and then I just follow the rhythm in my head. But then sometimes the rhythm is different. Like it gets you. You're just following the rhythm, and then it changes suddenly, and then you're all like, "Wow, that's so cool." I don't go into trance like people do, like some people do. Some people even go unconsciously into trance. I don't know how that happens, but it never happened to me.
Got it. And then you also compose.
Yeah, I compose music.
So how do you does the music come to you, or do you uh, think of the
Search
music
for
in your mind? Yeah, does it come to your mind and then you play the instrument, or it comes while you're playing the instrument?
uh, each time something happens. Sometimes it comes to me. Sometimes when I'm trying to sleep, it comes, and you have to wake up and record it. And sometimes you're just playing and just playing around until you find some tunes or rhythm.
Got it. Well, it's fascinating to hear your perspective, and your it seems like you found the instrument that you're going to work on for the rest of your life, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, yeah, I always say it's amazing how some people find their calling. A lot of people don't. So before we part, I just wanted to let everybody know we will have the link or links to the social media presence that you have,
Thank
along
you.
with this interview. And I would highly recommend you watch and enjoy the music that Othman puts up. Any parting notes before, or any parting note before we wind up this interview?
I'm really happy that you invited me to this interview, and I hope you like the music that I will make for you.
I
And
sure I am going to like, and so are the patients, their family members, and anybody else who hears the music.
thank you for what you're doing. It's really amazing job.
Thank you for your kind words. And with that, we will wind up the interview, and I hope to invite you again and see how your musical journey is unfolding.
Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.